sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's got some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen. Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Another run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Young hands it to Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
These are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Malik Washington deep for Miami. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
First carry here for Devon Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Trevor Etienne is back deep for Carolina. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
We get in motion. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Panthers football to begin this 2nd quarter from the 46. Here's 2nd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. Open man, that's Renfro. Let's get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here.
And he's going to have the Panthers first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
4th and short. Initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
It's second and 8.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, look them up on a second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Young. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, it's Young. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, Malik Washington. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Open man, Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here's 2nd and 2. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Points have proven to be hard to come by at this point, Mike. So I think after that field goal, the opportunity to just tie this game 3 apiece after a low-scoring first half. Can you go in, make some adjustments, both teams really on offense, and come out and try to have more success here in the second half?
So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. Washington now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Here's Tagovailoa. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3. They'll bring Waller in motion here. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. little play action with Young. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Young to throw on 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Now Young, and he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. Important punt here in this tie game late. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. They'll bring Waller in motion here. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Man in motion here is Washington. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Patrick Jones getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. Throwing is Tua. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Leggett in motion. On first down is Young. He'll get this complete. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
For a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A second down throw for Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up for first and 10. To throw is Young. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's the pistol snap to Young. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Washington now to return it, and he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. Here's first down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Nick Westbrook-Akine there, and it'll be third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The pressure intensifies for fourth down and 3. They snap it to Tua. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
First down, Miami.
Back to throw is Tua. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Akine. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Dolphins first down. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.